And hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And happy Easter, who is celebrating it today with me also. So, finally we are beginning the most adventurous part, at least some ropes, breaching. This is better than nothing. This is probably one of the thickest cables or ropes on the model, like anchor cable also, stays, shrouds. They are quite big in diameter, and usually such big diameter ropes, they were made out of right twisted ropes when they already twisted a cable ropes, which you have to twist into a cable left twisted. You can see the texture. Of course, I just ignored this time. I decided just to twist into the in left direction entire cable. Let me show you. No, not this one. This one. So I was ignoring to make proper cable laid rope. Like first to make 3 ropes, right twisted, then twist them to the left and create a real cable, because they usually are getting so stiff. Like that's why they called cables. Actually, I understand, because even on in the scale, they are getting like you are getting a wire. If this one is still elastic, you can do something bend, but when you are really making a cable laid rope, it is like a wire. It's difficult to bend. That's why probably all that colors for the stays were usually such huge ones, just to we're trying to make a bigger radius. If you have to put it about around something, you are trying to do it in such way that you are not making that sharp bends. I can understand why now. But for the breechings, I just made 3 threads twisted to the left, just imitating this feature. Actually, this is the cable for the 12 pounder. It is bigger in diameter. You can see the difference. The thinner one is for 12 pounder, and thicker one is for 9 pounder, and thicker one for 12 pounder. Apparently I'm still sleeping, trying to wake up. So, and because it is in such big scale, like 1:24, and we don't have that many gun carriages, I want to rig them directly on the model. And I want to explain why. Because usually when you have a model 100 guns or something, it is really easier and faster just to measure with one gun carriage how long breeching you should install, and then just to make some sort of mold where you can fix your gun carriage, drill a few eyeballs to which you will be cutting lengths of the breeching, so they will be uniform lengths, and then you can install them when the gun carriages are rigged. You can install them on the model. But in this case, okay, I made a mess here. Because it's such a big scale, it is convenient to do it on the model, and we have one 12 pounder and 2 9 pounders. This is not that big quantity to make entire mold. But I believe who is regularly watching my channel, you have seen the latest. It was probably for the Boreas when I was rigging gun carriages. There was 2 size, and also there was carronades. So you definitely have seen something. But the most common question also, how long breeching should be. And breeching, this is not just a beautiful, pretty thick cable on the gun carriage. This is something what is holding actually your entire gun, and together with carriage, when it fired, it is kicking back. So it's recoiling. And usually when you just fired, you don't have to bring even in your gun. It's already just from the shot moved back, and you just have to load again and move it forward. But if, for example, it wasn't loaded and you have to prepare your gun for the first shot, you have to bring it in. And of course, the length of the breeching should allow you to do it, so you can get access in front of the gun to clean it, to load it with the next shot or first shot. So in our case, we have quite a long deck. So I don't have to pull it all the way back, because we still have some hooks, we still will have some blocks. So something like this, I'm eyeballing it, so I have room in front of the gun, so it can be operated, and people can pass around it, clean it. If after the shot it was still in fire, just to beat the fire and stop burning, to prevent the entire ship from burning. So I believe I will stick something to this. Visually it's just maybe 5 millimeters longer, this edge of the gun carriage behind this beam. We have here beam, so just visually like this. Plus minus should be something like this. And what I will do now, I just will measure, or just will cut piece of rope. It won't be precise cut, because I want to install them properly ends. But I just will make something like this. And because first beginning of the rope it's usually mess, because it's when the rope starts twisting, about such piece I have to throw away. So I will calculate from here something like this. So maybe this long piece. And let me bend, and now I need to look for my glue, and I'm using 100% polyester threads for making ropes. And this is some advantage, some disadvantages, like you can't just cut it because it will unwind and twist the rope just literally in seconds. Where is my cup for the glue? I found needles, but something for the glue, of course it's on the floor. And you should use lighter or just cyanoacrylate to fix ends every time before cutting, or your rope will untwist. Now I need to clean this glue, of course. I need to buy new cyanoacrylate. And actually another thing about cyanoacrylate, if you are using it for temporary fixation like ends of the ropes, seizings, etc., it actually won't go anywhere even without cyanoacrylate. But still, you have to use fresh cyanoacrylate. In the moment you open the bottle, count about 3 months and replace every 3 months your cyanoacrylate, because it is reacting with humidity, with air, and it is getting like longer and longer time to cure. It is not soaking properly into the rope, etc., etc. So I bend it here. Actually, I like even farther, better piece to cut. Or this one is alright. Just in the very beginning, this one wasn't really good. So I will show you exactly how to cut polyester thread or ropes. The thin cyanoacrylate soaks inside instantly, but when it is such thick cable, you can't cut it with scissors. It is literally getting so stiff like a wire, so you have to use actually cutters or lighter, but I have somewhere cutters. It is even cracking like wire. When it is already like this, then you can finish it with scissors. Yeah, this one. And I like polyester more than cotton. I made cotton ropes on my first model, and I said this is first one and the last one, because at the first exhibition, exhibition was in the museum where they had huge problem with humidity. So we dropped the models in the evening, Friday evening, came back next day in the morning, and all the models, this is what I was talking about, that here was a knot and it is untighten itself, so it starts untwisting. This is not good. So let me fix it with cyanoacrylate, the end of it. So all the models with cotton ropes, stays, shrouds, they were like hanging like very, very loose, like too long for the model. Same happened on my model also, because I actually was using yarn for crochet, so it was even worse. I haven't made any rope walks back then, and haven't know that I can buy beautiful ropes, so I used just yarn. And I said like, wow, no cotton ropes anymore, and I switched completely to polyester. Okay, it still reacts to the high humidity and dry air, but not that much as cotton ropes. And I probably will cut this not beautiful end also. Just one more time to measure. So I want to cut another piece of rope. And this specific one, this is Terra 108 and color number 180. Oh, Terra 180 and color also the same 180. This is what I'm talking about. Ow. The color which I used. This was not good. And there is a small coil. So let me cut this. And now we have a piece of breeching. And we need to put it around the barrel, and I hope that it will hold this specific one down because it is sort of heavier. There's a half the tail and it's constantly trying to jump, so something like this. And for seizings, I'm still thinking, I'm debating, and I want to show you also different polyester. This is also polyester thread, but when I made rope, it's free curly. You have to use lighter before you want to use it somewhere on the model. I just used this specific color for the restoration on one of the models, and it was just perfect for match for the color. Let me remove this. Why I'm showing you, because I'm thinking about using for seasons. It is a little lighter than more like coffee brown, coffee with milk, and this one is more terracotta, like slightly tarred rope. Or I will use the same color which I used for the breeching. I'm debating. Every time I'm choosing what I would like to see on my seasons. I prefer contrast colors, and because just it make it more visible. But if it is, let's say, tarred rope, to contrast, this is like without. This is Gutermann E120, which I'm beige, I believe, which I'm usually using for running rigging. It's too light. So it's always like what I would like. So sometimes I will make seasons, then we'll cut it, then we'll make a new one. So actually I'm choosing between these two, which one to use. It is not that much noticeable if I will use this one. So just want to make sample. We'll make a few turns. And I can say that it is too light. But it is different in color, or same as for the breeching itself. What do we have here? Or actually tarred one. Oh, but this is the thinnest diameter. I have to grab a little thicker one. This is 0.18 millimeters in diameter. Too thin. .3, 0.2. Which one I'd like to have here? Oh, maybe this is fate. I just got a piece of rope, so let's try it. Too loose. Come on, one more time. or this is too thin. But maybe I will stick to the tarred ones. It is perfectly visible. Yeah, I like this one. And this one is 0.2 millimeters in diameter. So yes, I will stick to this one. This is what I will use. Actually, this piece of rope will do the job for this first breaching. And for this, because I have this trick, I have shown this numerous quantity of times, but let me show you one more time how I'm making breachings. So just a loop on my finger, and 2, 3, 5, I'm never making more than 5, so it's 4, okay, 5. Just almost enough. Let me make a little smaller tail at the beginning so I can make 5 loops. Even shorter tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is the end, will go here. Now we are making flat knot under all these loops, but I want to install my breeching. This is the most complicated, to install it without tightening. Come on, come on, come on. And this one in reverse, another tail. And I have to position it more or less in the middle of the breeching. But it is movable, so I always can shift it somewhere. If the gun wasn't jumping, probably it can help. Come on, move, move, more. Is this in the middle? Plus, minus. Oops, too small loop. Need to put it back on the gun. Now tighten it. Now I can tighten my season. Even smaller loop. It will be tight on the barrel. Why it is not beautifully spread? Let me do it manually. Like this. And I want to hide tails under it. I hope it is visible, or should I bring camera closer? Actually, this is a good question. How many strings? 24 or 22? I don't remember because I'm not making like a standard for this specific rope. not standardized quantity, because I was just making a rope, measuring proper diameter if it is the right one, so I was adding more or less strength. So I have a few coils of different diameters. This specific one I don't remember, because as I said, I'm usually using Gutermann E120, not Terra 180 for ropes. I just decided that I want to use here slightly tarred, so 20 something I remember, but how many exactly I don't know. And it also depends on your rope walk, what is the counterweight, how you can twist each thread, how strong, and etc, etc. So it will, even if you will use the same quantity of yarns, the diameter can be vary, because it really depends on even on the length of the rope which you are winding. My rope walk has, I believe, 6 meters long shelf in different weight, and I when I moved here I adjusted it differently than it was in Ukraine, because as I said, everything is influenced the diameter. So even if you will use the same manufacturer, same yarn, it won't be the same quantity of threads. I want to glue the tail so it won't be visible. Same for this one. But this piece of rope I still can use. Wow, in bear's fur. And as I said, I will position it somewhere here. Now it's time to install them into the rings. And I want to turn the model in such a way that it will be visible. And I will try to clamp the model in this position, preferably without smashing my rudder into something. So I need a clamp. At least one clamp for the model. Because half of my model is hanging in the air now. And I just want to try how it will look like here. Nice. Something like this. Let me check. 2 units, or nothing is visible. Of course, nothing is visible on this specific one. Tiny piece of rope. I won't use it probably, but let me grab a longer one. This one will do the job. And I need to add a drop of fresh cyanoacrylate on the cap. Fresh cyanoacrylate. Maybe I will clean my needles. So I will make essentially 3 seizings. One will be horizontal to vertical, if I can say like that. They have their terminology at the moment. Of course, I don't remember it, but let me put all 3 of them and then we will tighten them in place. So again, the trick with finger. 5 loops. 3, 4, 5. Let me cut tail of it. Longer tail, I mean, so I can make the other one. I will tighten it, but not too much. Just to make it less curly. Because I will install later end of the... So this is one. Need to make another one. Same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Then to cut the longer end of the rope, I will secure this acrylate. Put it on the same, all loops, yes. And I will tighten this one also a little. So I won't create a nest, I hope. Like this. This is the second one. And one more. And actually I like rigging the most, even with this huge quantity of seizings. This is just something that I really like and enjoy. This one I probably can use like this, without cutting the tail, because this one will be first one to tighten. Come on, just want to grab this and to make it a little also tighter. And now let's start installing it. So I put 3 future seizings on one end of the breeching. Now let's install it. Is it in the proper position? Perfect. Because now this will be the most complicated. I need to install it like in reverse. Okay, too tight. A little wider seizings. And I need to install it here. Yuck. Just dropped it. And now I can tighten it. Should I use masking tape to hold my gun in place? Because it is not sitting in in its proper place yet. And this is what I'm doing right now. I want to tighten it in proper position. So a little shorter. Like this. Should I bring camera closer for the second side so you can see closer all these seizings and how I'm tightening them? Don't want to break the rope, it's too thin. But I think this one is in place already. Where is my scalpel? Scalpel for cleaning needles. Old scalpel. Come on, I was cleaning. Right in front of my nose. I have already quite old cyanoacrylate, so I started this conversation about replacing thin cyanoacrylate every 3 months, and I believe this one is more like 5, because it is drying very fast or just gluing on the needle a thick drop and it's staying there. Nothing I can do about it. You constantly clean it, so I want to make it slightly tighter loop or smaller loop if it is possible. Yes, it is more beautiful, more compact. Like this. So should I move closer camera for the starboard side breaching, or you can see from this distance what I'm doing? Because I can. We still have another 2 breachings, so okay, now I want to hide these tails which I just cut. They won't be so eye-poking. I can use lighter, actually lighter. This is advantage, I think, with using polyester. You can, even if it is furry thread, you can use lighter, burn it, and it never appear again. When you will use, for example, on the cotton rope, also will burn all that fur after making a rope. With the time, it will appear again. With polyester, it will never appear again, even if it wasn't good quality ropes from the beginning. In good quality, I mean like this one. It's visible that it is still, you have to burn it to become perfect, because it is sort of with hair. But as I said, I never found any single manufacturer, in addition to Gutermann, whose ropes were perfect for making it. Only Gutermann can make such good quality ropes. So I tried a lot of already different ropes, never worked as well as Gutermann. And these Terra 180, they look like even silk, not polyester for seizings. This is what I'm also getting comments like, I'm using also polyester thread and I can't make seizings so easily as you can. Maybe then it is better to try silk, because these specific polyester threads, they look like silk, but it is polyester. I want to bring the seizings into beautiful order, because it is a mess right now here. little closer. Like this. So I'm not tightening immediately to the end, just a little closer, tighter, and again a little closer, then again fix in position properly, and then final tightening. And I don't like how it is laying right now. Not beautiful. This loop should be the first one, not in the end. Like this. Now it's beautiful. Not that much visible. Okay, I will finish this side and then I will bring camera closer. I will turn it at 90 degrees probably, so it will be visible, and I won't be closing everything with my fingers. So you can see what I'm doing. Okay, another loop I don't like. Let me fix this one. No, not yet. Why, when I want to show something quickly, it is not working how it should be? Like this, one of the loops is trying to jump in opposite direction. And I want to put it in beautiful order and beautiful season. Come on. In the moment I'm tightening it, and it is jumping in opposite direction. Like this. I can use this such long piece. And where is the third one? This one, which I put first. Now it will be tightened last. Let me bring her as close as possible to its proper position, and I will put this loop in order, which is constantly jumping in reverse. Okay, this one is beautiful. just maybe too close. Like this. Need to hide that end of the rope. You can see another end of the rope from the previous season, like this. Now it's better. And the last one will be, I can make it actually directly on the rope itself. So I can cut the end of the rope. So it's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, at least one in proper order. Actually, in this scale it is convenient to do even like this, without separately positioning them. Okay, like this. My camera is not recording, good job. Something what I should record. And actually, to cut it with cutters, I will soak around the season, entire rope. So I just can make straight cut with cutters. And fix everything what wasn't properly cut with lighter. Ow! Preferably without burning your finger. Like this. And let me now turn it around and I will bring it closer so you can see it much better. What I'm doing with the loops and where are they? Oh. Preferably not to smash your rubber into anything. Okay, we'll move camera a little more because I don't want to smash my rudder into the wall. out like this. And ta-da! This is what I will do now. So I hope now I can show you everything what I was doing here. So let me try this one. Good stuck, good job. The ring. Well, it was properly glued, even better. Yeah, I can see the drop of glue which leaked. Now I can maybe scrub it and clean it, something like this. Perfect. Something like this. A little loose. So it will be same length as previous opposite one. Good. So now let's make a few seasonings. Actually, I have such long pieces, I could use them. But let's repeat the trick. Three, 4, 5. And I will have a very long rope end of it. And what I have done here, just want to make it a little smaller in diameter, but not to tighten it completely. Paris coil. Oh, good job. Only a piece of rope. So one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is also only for one season. Okay, this is number 3 or 2, and number 3 is left to make. We'll move first one a little farther, and one more. So again, one more time, loop, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is what I'm getting here. Now breaching in the ring now. I'll move my previous two a little further because they are kinda in the way. And now the most interesting. Need to flip this and now I need to tighten my seizing and convert a chicken nest into something beautiful. I need to make shorter like this, like this. Tightening and moving simultaneously, just a little more smaller loop. I can tighten more and even smaller loop. And in. Oh, too small loop. In the reverse. Just like this. Maybe like this. Just to check that they are symmetrical. Yes. Now I can tighten my seizing properly. Even bring a little closer, because this is the proper position for this seizing. Now I just want to make it beautiful, because it is a mess here. Why it is not properly tightened? I can see loose loop. This. Yeah, in my usual videos or regular episodes, it's like everything tightened from the first try, beautiful. And here, when I have a big, huge scale to show you, and it is not working properly, to hide this tail. This is what we got here. Now let's move second one. Oh, it is a mess. Let's put this mess into some kind of order. A little closer. Come on, move. Move. It's too far. Preferably without mess. Like this. I want them to be also symmetrical. Like this. Maybe I can clamp model so it won't slide and my knots won't be out of focus. Like this. Now let's fix this one in place. This one is with huge drop of glue already. Just want to hide cut tails of the seasonings. And where is this second half? for the, which was put first, but it will be third. This one. And I want it in beautiful order without overlapping, just beautiful straight ceiling like this. Oops, too close. Like this. Just a little closer, where it is perfect. I think it's perfect. And this is what I was saying about glue getting too sticky, too thick very fast. Because cyanoacrylate is quite old already, I need to buy a fresh one. Can use this piece of rope. And I want to glue the ends or tails, just which were cut. Now the last season, so I can cut this end. I will use one of these cuts off. It will do the job perfectly. One, two, three, four, and five. Need to clean the needle. Actually, for the gun carriages with wheels, there is a dilemma. I'm always in this dilemma. Should I glue the gun carriages to the deck or to install pins, anything to fix them, or just to leave them movable, so like operational, kinda. And this is always something what is tickling me. When I'm transporting models for the exhibition, so if everything is pinned, glued, it is better. When something is beaten and chafing on the deck, this is not good. So right now I have exactly the same dilemma. Okay, let's soak with cyanoacrylate this end of the rope so I can cut it. And melt it with a lighter if it can't cut properly. Perfect. So this is what we just created here. We have two more guns. And now, now I should move camera further. So I just want to show you how the slider is working and how the breeching is spreading around it. Okay, or I will keep it at this position, and in the end of the live stream I will move farther to show you this. But we can move to the next gun. I can put it also somewhat at an angle. Like this. Okay, like this in the middle of the screen, yay. And I want to clamp it. Where is that piece of wood? Of a stand. And again, it should move to the point when you can load your gun, so you can work in front of your gun. So like, it should be long enough to do it. So let's measure it. And where is my thinner rope? This is thick one, I believe. Yeah, this is thinner one. 1.858 or 56 and 1.85 or 58 and 86, something like that. I 2 episodes or 3 episodes ago I calculated the diameters for the breechings. Just don't remember that from the top of my head what it was. It was 1 millimeter 56 or 58 and 1 millimeter 58 or 1 millimeter 86 or 1 millimeter 85, something like this. Okay. And well, again, at the beginning I have this some fur, some yarn sticking out, so I will cut the end of it to get proper rope, quality of the rope. And now I can measure, so let's position it in a way like it should be. Something like this. Where is this? I can see something glued to the top rail, like in Bruce fur. No fur. So I will eyeball it something like this, just to cut proper length. 2 pieces. And I need more glue, I believe. One piece, but maybe later will do the better job with fixing the end. And second piece, same length. I need more glue, fresh glue. So give me a second, I just need a drop of fresh cyanoacrylate. And when it is fresh, it soaks in the polyester ropes and cables easily, but when it is not fresh, it is not dry and even behaves like thick cyanoacrylate, only with even lower strength of gluing. Okay, I have 2 breechings here. And I was thinking also about the mast partners to finish it, and now I can't see that I can make all the breechings today. But actually I will stay here until I will make all the breechings today, just for the sake to complete some task or to get to the logical point. So let's start with this one. And again, plus minus center. So we will make a loop here and we'll tighten with the seizing like here. Not like, but right here. But I have so many cuts off that maybe I will make it like this. So let me move so you can see what I'm doing here. Don't want to waste such beautiful long pieces of ropes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And just make it plus minus in the middle. Yes, I can even make it smaller diameter loop. The rest I can do on the gun. Come on, move. Just want to tighten it like this. With beautiful seizing, please. So even tight here. fresh cyanoacrylate. I want to hide this end immediately. Where is it? Fur in Bircho. What is your fur doing on my glue? And this is the worst what can happen. It is drops where it shouldn't be. Like here. Okay, and now another total, actually 4 seasons, but let me move in such way model that you can see actually what I will do here. So let me try to put it not visible, it was round eyeball with ring to show you. So I want to make it something like this. So in front of the gun carriage, gunners can load it. So they have space around it. So something like this should be. Right. Still I have lots of such pieces, so I want to use them. Just don't want to waste such beautiful pieces of rope. Maybe one I will install first before, or I can make it directly here. Just don't want to throw away this piece of rope. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 3. Don't jump here. Then it will be 4. And the last 5. And watch me how I will drop it. Or maybe not. Maybe even will succeed. But now I need to make it a little wider, so I can install in reverse end of the breeching. A little wider. So even in such large scale I have to work with tweezers. Just a little smaller loop like this. Let me check. Perfect length. Good. Now I can tighten it. Even a little smaller loop. Perfect, like this. Okay, I have another cut off, quite large one. So this is what I want to use also here. Oh, right. That's why it is constantly sliding, it is not clamped. So let me position it in the middle of the screen and clamp the model. Another cut off will make a beautiful season here. One, two, three, four. There is a tail. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 already, I believe. Closer. Like this. So I believe this one is beautiful. I can even do this, flip the gun from the model so I can see these tails what to cut. you can burn the ends like this. Perfect. The best thing is to burn them, then it is perfect. One more. I have another cut off, which can become a beautiful season too. One, two, three, 4, 5. Come on, move. It was not my plan to tighten it before moving. I did it already. Come on, a little. A little to move, a little. Like this. Again, can hang from the board like this to cut and preferably to hide them under the season. Like this. And to melt such tails like this. Another I have cut off. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. To glue the eyelids in after. This is what I'm usually doing. This is what I was explaining at the beginning. This is such a big model that you can rig it on the model. But usually in smaller scale, I'm doing some sort of mold, so to uniform all the breechings. But in such big scale, you can do it on the model. And this is the best way to do it. Because when they are uniform length, something is not right in some places. And in such large scale, it will be even more noticeable and visible. one side, no, second one. Okay, I believe, no, I still have one cut off, two. Okay, we'll use them and then I will move to the next step. Actually here I can put 3 of them and then tighten them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And right, I need to move a little model so you can see what I'm doing. Actually, it's a different angle even. So gun carriage won't close it from view. No. Like this. Like this. And what I did right now, I just dropped one of the future seasons just to keep it already on the breaching so it will move farther. Let's make next one if I will find the rope. Found it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just will cut longer end of the rope. We will prepare my second season, just a little to tighten it so it won't be a huge mess here. Like this. It will wait for me here. And I need another long rope. So I will, not this one, this one. Will cut another piece of rope. No, it's too long. Too long. Something like this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a little tight here, very little. And now let's put it in its proper place. find the proper length spot for my seizing, so let's install create a loop. Okay, and I want to make symmetrical sides, so let's start tightening it. Something like this. Almost symmetrical, just a little tighter. Perfect. Oh, I just forgot one very important thing. So I have to redo the previous breachings. And who was very careful and pay attention what I was doing not right. I will show you in a moment what I'm missing, so let me untighten this one. I think I have my homework to redo everything what I did properly after the live stream, because let me ease this seizing. Yeah, this tells you a lot about if you are sleeping only 2 hours during the night, and even if you actually are not sleeping properly more than 4 years, sometimes you can't think clearly and straight. Okay, come on, just want to ease a little this one, and I untighten it. Come on. So, have you noticed what I'm missing? Come on. Didn't mean to tighten that much this one already, but I did need to pull the loop with. Actually not. No, not this one. Not this one. Come on, where is it? Not found it. Finally. That is correct. I'm missing the eye bolts with rings on the gun carriages itself. That is exactly what I did. Almost untightened this one. Come on, already moving, but very slow. So, let me remove one seizing and first two. And before actually installing seizings, I need to pass my breeching through this ring, eye bolt with ring. And that is absolutely correct. And this is what I'm missing on my 3 previous beautifully done breechings. And this is, after this, I can put my seizings back. Let me remake them, retighten them, because I'm not sure that they are properly tightened right now. 5. this is one. We can move a little like this. Let's put second one. So I just will redo the previous 3 which I tightened as my homework till next episode, but we'll move forward during the live stream. But yeah, just was sitting and sleeping apparently. And I was sitting looking at this, something is weird, something is weird, something is not right, and then rings, right. And the third one. Oh, I won't cut in the bridge and I will cut only seizings, but yeah, my rings are soldered. And you can't solder them together with polyester ropes, they will melt. So the only thing to do just to cut seizings and reinstall breechings. Oh, made a mess, made a mess. And the third one. So now this one can go in the ring too. And then into this loop. Even proper position, something like this. Smaller loop. Like this. Oops! I just ripped my seizing. Okay, I will use these cuts off somewhere. One more time. And you know when something is went wrong once, it is constantly in the same spot, will be ripping again and again and again. So made a mess. Let's continue making a mess. Time with this one. this is proper, almost proper length. Just a few more adjustments, like how tight. Yeah, this is the proper length. And now watch me how I will repeat one more time. No? Miracle. Amazing. I didn't. I had somewhere clean needle. Yes. It is here. Okay, this one is good. Let's move to the next one. So since I made this mess, let me finish this one properly. And one breaching will be for the next time. And for me will be homework to re-tighten or rig the previous 12 pounder and half of this 9 pounder. Because it is for another 2 hours task. Didn't mean to completely loosen it. So when I don't need it to be loosened, it is easily jumps and tightens. Okay, move a little back. Dun, 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 come on. Just closer, closer. Closer a little too much. I'm talking to the seizing, how to move. Don't know what is worse, to speak or to talk to your cat or with seizings. You can see this little tail. Oh, not. Good. And the last one here. Oh, not the last one. There will be another one, of course. I believe it's a little bit close. Perfect. And now the last one will be. I have some beautiful cuts off, which can become beautiful seasons. One, two, three, 4, and 5. this one. So 75% of my work today I need to redo. Because this is how it should be. Through the ring. Like here. And then move here. So have to pay attention what I'm doing. So with this I believe this is it for today. And I will fix what I already made without rings on the gun carriages, so like 1.5 breachings. And next episode we will rig the other 9-pounder with breaching, and I hope that I will get my drill bits tomorrow. I believe it is 1.2 millimeters in diameter, so we can play one more time with hooks and thimbles, because I want to, in this scale, I want to install hooks with thimbles on the tackles. It's big scale, and we have thimbles. They are a little thicker in not in diameter, thickness of them, not up to scale. But this is modeling, that's why they are with like bigger thickness. But this is the problem for installing them into hooks, or I have to use much bigger hooks. So we'll see. I want to play a little more with everything what I have, and I want to find a solution how to install thimbles into our hooks. So with this, I wish you a very nice rest of the day. Who is celebrating Easter, happy Easter, and see you next week, guys. Yeah, I won't forget. I will re-rig exactly my breachings because of these that I forgot. Everywhere rings except the last half of it. So have to redo it. Stupid should hurt. So yes, guys, I just will take it as my homework. I won't move any farther, but I will redo it properly. So thank you very much for joining me in this adventure, and I will go and check Facebook group what you have done, what you have built, and will publish after my homework done what I achieved this weekend. So see you there in Facebook group, and then on lives next weekend. And big thank you also for the sponsors of this channel. Guys, you are making possible to run it regularly, so a big thank you for that. And with this, bye, see you in a week, guys.